was uncharacteristically grim at the end of that. There must be something we missed. You know, you could take the dumbest sight gags. I mean, we knew that was coming, and he makes them work. Talent, I guess that's what it is. Dave Allen has a lot of talent. So do the people who put together Doctor Who. There's a great deal of talent goes into that. That is coming up next here on 11. We would like your subscription phone calls right now to help pay for those programs and for all the programs that you and your family enjoy here on Channel 11. Give us a call right now at 588-1111. Out of town, 1-800-237-1100. On Doctor Who tonight, a new oil refinery is to open in a small South Wales village. The name of the village is Llanfairpwll. Can you say Flan? I learned that many years ago. There's a Welsh singing competition called no, I forgot what it's called. But anyhow, it's held in the town called Llangollen, which only Welsh can say properly. Anyhow, they're opening an oil drilling unit there. Now, would that be a good thing for the town or not? Ah, the hot subject of the ecology comes up. The doctor is called in, but he has his own troubles on another planet. Stay with us now, because part one of the Green Death will be along in just a few minutes. In the interim, good friends, Doctor Who viewers, we would like you to call and subscribe. I know many of you, a larger percentage than the 10% of our viewers who are subscribers, probably a much larger percent, but there are a lot more who are not. And if you'd like to see Doctor Who continue, we promise we will continue it. In fact, I've got some very exciting news. We've said we're going to go out of our way to get everything we can concerning Doctor Who. We get letters every once in a while from people who say, gee, I saw a Doctor Who program in Madison, Wisconsin or Peoria that you don't have. We currently own all the Doctor Who episodes now available in the United States, including 6 doctors: William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee, Tom Baker, Peter Davison, and Colin Baker. We have just purchased 4 additional Colin Baker episodes entitled The Trials of the Time Lord. And we have a Doctor Who Who's Who special feature, which has interviews with all the doctors and other clips, which you'll find very interesting. Both of those will be on in the future. And as you know, you who are Doctor Who fans, Whoites, Sons of Gallifrey, that ilk, the series 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, is now in production in England. There will be 14 features minimum, with the first 7 available in the United States in early 1988, and you can bet your boots you will see them right here, courtesy of the people who have called to subscribe. Would you like to join them right now with your subscription? Whatever you can afford, $10, $30, $50, whatever it is. 588-1111. Here is Jodi to show you a few inducements if you need them.
Love to induce you, but make the phone call first. These are inducements, but they're a way to say thank you, actually. But they are good inducements. For a $40 subscription, we'll give you the 11 magazine. This is your monthly guide. It lets you know what's going on this station all month long. It's a nice preview to set up your family's viewing habits for the month, and especially to set up your children's viewing habits. As you're well aware, I'm sure, the children's programming here is outstanding, bar none. We contribute or devote 1/3 of our programming day to children's programs. Use your 11 guide to help plan your child's programming. The Square One, Sesame Street, 321 Contact, and on and on. For a $50 subscription, we'll add to that the Chicago magazine, which is Chicago's own guide to the fun and events in the city, restaurants, entertainment, museums, theater, whatnot. Now, if you can up the ante to a $60 subscription, you will have a choice of a number of premiums, this being one of them, and I think an excellent one if you happen to be a traveler or are planning some family vacations this summer. It's the Rand McNally Road Atlas and Travel Guide, and it is really just a plain road atlas and travel guide to the United States, but it gives the integral systems, road systems across the country, and it's done very, very well. Rand McNally is the leader in this, and only the best. So you can see it'll fit in your glove compartment, so it's a nice thing to have for your auto. And this is for a $60 subscription. Now, for a $60 subscription, again, you can choose that, or you can choose the Channel 11 tote bag or sports bag, if you want to call it that. It's in a steel gray color. It has our logo on the front. And I think this is nice because if you carry it around, it says that you've become a subscriber and that you're proud of Channel 11. You know, Channel 11 is your television station. Plain and simply, it belongs to the city of Chicago in a way that many other things in this city do not. This is exclusively our own. It's strong, it's independent, the choice to the programming is made here in Chicago, and it's really made by you, our viewers, by your phone calls, because only you can tell us what you like. 588-1111 is the phone number to call.
Oh, I'm really shocked. We have some open phones. This doesn't happen.
Yeah, not before Doctor Who.
Precedent to Doctor Who. It usually doesn't happen. Can there be a lack of interest? Were the announcements that I just gave not sufficient to create a little more excitement? Have you, like some of our other viewers of our other programs, which is not to say that you don't, grown blasé and complacent? Please don't. Just because we've contracted to buy these programs, we still have to pay for them, and they're expensive. And we can use your help. 588-1111. Here are some people who have called to subscribe this evening. Steve Jankowski of Mount Prospect. Kevin Fain of Round Lake Beach, Illinois. Kevin Smith of West Lafayette, Indiana, new subscriber. Herbert Myers from Warrenville, Illinois. Daniel Overstreet of Prospect Heights. Dale Clevenger. This is one of the greatest French horn players in the world, ladies and gentlemen. This is our first desk with the Chicago Symphony, and Dale called to subscribe. I thought all he watched were concerts and operas. No, I know better. I know. He's a great storyteller himself. That's why he watches Dave Allen. And congratulations to Dave and his wife on their 8-month-old son, Mac, who I understand is already watching Sesame Street. Passed right by Mr. Rogers, you know that? Went right by him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Doctor Who fans, we will regale you with a brief Doctor Who retrospective.
You know, I'm always amazed at those of you that are avid Doctor Who fans. It is a difficult program to follow if you haven't always been a viewer of it. The episodes, it's a very deep program. There's a lot going on there, a lot of characters, and it's absolutely fascinating, so I do admire that. The number is 588-1111. We have many of the phones tied up right now. If, in fact, you're trying to get through and you can't on the 588 number, why don't you try our toll-free number? It's 1-800-237-1100. 1-800-237-1100. There'll be somebody available there if you can't get through on the local number. You know, we want to be able to expand our program service. We can only do so with your subscription dollars. And in fact, Marty was naming some of the Doctor Who programs that we've picked up, and you know that there are always more to be had. That can only happen with your dollars. When we say expand our programming, it includes with the programs that we buy, not only those, but those that we produce ourselves. You know that we do McLaughlin and the Frug here on a local level. We would love to be able to produce more. The Young Illinois Performers concerts, the Teachers Awards that we do, those are produced locally, and we take great pride in that. I know that I do, because that's done here in Chicago, and it's a decision by our programmers and producers to make those here locally, focusing on local issues. So your dollars make all that happen. They're what make expansion of this station possible. 588-1111 is the number. I see a few phones that are loose. If you're wondering how to subscribe, it's simple. Pick up the phone and call. They're going to ask you for your name, your telephone number, your home address, and then they're going to want to know the dollar amount that you want to subscribe. What is one Doctor Who episode worth to you? $10. Call in a $10 subscription. Then sit back and wait. You're going to get the pledge packet in the mail. Look it over, make sure it's correct, and then send it back to us with your payment. Remember that you can, if you want, give an operator your credit card number and be an instant subscriber. American Express, Visa, or MasterCard. The point is to make the phone call now. 588-1111 is the number.
See, before I was urging these people to call and saying, don't become complacent. Don't be blasé. And actually, I apologize to you because I was becoming blasé about you. I should know better that after a while the phones will pick up. I should know this audience by this time. And they have. And if you get a busy signal, as was stated before, please use toll-free 1-800-237-1100 or wait a couple of seconds. Phones are always opening up. It only takes about 30 seconds to subscribe. We have not become complacent about our Doctor Who viewers. And I would like to reiterate, or just iterate, actually. I haven't said this but once. I'd like to iterate what I mentioned before about where we stand right now with the Doctor Who programs, for those of you who may have missed it. We currently own the rights to all the Doctor Who episodes now available in the United States. That includes the first 6 Doctors. We have just purchased 4 additional Colin Baker episodes titled Trials of the Time Lord. We also have the Doctor Who Who's Who special featuring interviews with the 6 Doctors. Both of those will air in the future, as of course will the Doctor Who programs continue as we go through them chronologically. And the series with the 7th Doctor, Sylvester McCoy, is in production in England now. The first 7 of the 14 features will be available in the United States early in 1988, and we will have those as soon as they are available to us. So you see, because you care enough to make sure that this program series, this marvelous science fiction adventure series, continues, You have assured us, because it will continue as far into the future as we can foresee at this time. We promised we'd do that. You fulfilled your end of the bargain, and we are fulfilling ours. And for those of you who haven't yet gotten through, there are a couple of phones open. Persevere. Stick with it. 588-1111. I guarantee you can get through after the program begins, because then everyone will start watching, and if you can forego just the opening part of the program, you'll get through at that time. How much? $5, $10, as much as you can afford, whatever you think Doctor Who and Channel 11 are worth to you. Jodi?
You know, I want to point out to you that we're breaking before the show, but we won't be breaking throughout the rest of Doctor Who. I know that's been a point of contention, and we get phone calls, but understand that this is for right now, and then you're going to watch the show in its entirety. So I know that's a good point to those of you who are avid fans. I want to thank our operators. They have been tremendous tonight. The phones have been ringing off the wall. They're answering them and still smiling. I want to thank the Lakeview Lions Club, the Northwest Suburban Chapter National Association of Accountants, the Pro DJs Society, or Pro DJs Group, the San Francisco Sales High School, and the Friends of Channel 11, who have been around an awfully long time and helped us out through many a pinch in pledges. It's a long time to spend here. They sit at these phones all night, and believe me, nothing makes these people happier than when the phones ring, because it keeps them busy throughout most of the night, and you know they're here till midnight. The number is 588-1111. You know, we were talking earlier, wondering if perhaps the people that watch Doctor Who aren't also science and nature fans, because we offer so many programs along those lines too, the Science and Nova programs. It's an interesting point of carryover.
You would be amazed at the range of people that watches Doctor Who. Of course, that can be said about most of our programs. We tend, it's very easy in television to categorize people, put them in pigeonholes, say, here's the classical music audience, there's the drama audience. A lot of our audiences carry over, and the people who watch Doctor Who are as wide a cross-section, perhaps wider, than any of the people who watch our other programs.
I'm always amazed at that, because when friends of mine who I think particularly like one category or genre of movie or whatever, and then they tell me they're a Doctor Who fan, and you know, it's hard to characterize what you think a viewer might be of a certain program. Sure, or who watches the opera, you know, I'm sure we have crossover there too. So
yes, speaking of opera, we're doing Dialogues of the Carmelites, if you'd like to have further crossover a little later this week, which is an opera that's never been on television to my knowledge, at least not in this country, and something you should see. Powerful drama of the French Revolution. But I depart from the subject. We have a powerful drama in Wales tonight. Something mysterious, strange, and monstrous lurks at the bottom of an abandoned coal mine, and we were about to find out what that is. In the meantime, a last reminder to you that if you've had any difficulty getting through, our toll-free number is in operation 24 hours a day. So when the program is over, or if you wake up in the middle of the night, or tomorrow morning, you can call 1-800-237-1100. A few more people to acknowledge. Keith A. Bears, or Barris, Jr. of Chicago is subscribed. So is Ken Gunter of Chicago. Let's see. Some of these are hard to read. Well, we tell our operators to write fast, and they do. Charles Butler of Chicago, new subscriber. Gregory Smith, who lives out in Batavia. Christopher Glasson in Naperville. Also from Chicago, William Nice, or Nice, Thomas Michaelek of Chicago, Robert Scott of Chicago. And this is the opportunity for us to thank all of you who have called to subscribe this evening, and to thank all of you who have been subscribers all along, because you're the ones who have no reason at all to put up with subscription drives, except the knowledge that it's what we have to do in order to keep the station what it is. By the way, we are searching for other ways to fund this station. We are doing it at this moment. We are finding other ways to do it, and it is our devout wish that one of these days, Jodi and I will be doing things on Channel 11, we hope, something other than subscription drives, and we'll have other ways to do it. But for now, you are our largest source of income and the one that keeps the station vital. So thank you to all of you, and enjoy Doctor Who now. The first part of The Green Death, part 2, will be next Sunday night. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we should thank all of our staff and everybody else and all these lovely operators. And keep calling. The phones are going to be open for a while.